Right, so my name's Kate Franzmann, and I've lived in Bowes Park for about 6 years now, and I got involved with the community association, and we attended lots of meetings and did lots of good things and worked to get the gardens nice. That was my main thing, and I felt that there was an awful lot of people working very hard and we needed something to have a bit of fun. And a community association should have a community choir. And I'd taken up singing, having done nothing for about 30, 40 years, and I'd made contact with a choir in Finchley, and it was such fun that I felt that it ought to be brought into our area. So I wandered around with this idea in my head for quite a long time, and then somebody told me that there was a choir leader who lived in Clarence Road, so I summoned up my courage and knocked on her door and asked her if she was interested, and she said very politely and very nicely no, she wasn't. It wasn't her bag. So I went away thinking, well, that's that, what do I do next? So I asked around other places and I couldn't find anywhere, and in the end I went back and I said to Sarah, you know, I can't get anyone else to do this, will you give it a whirl? And she agreed to start and do it. First night, which was in March, Sarah and I arrived at the hall and waited to see if anyone would turn up, and we were amazed because 50 people walked through the door. So she was a bit intimidated, I was completely intimidated, and we did our first session. And out of that 50, we've probably got 20, 25 who are the original people, and we've lost some and we've gained some. But recently we seem to have stabilised at about 30 people. So that's how the choir started. And the music we do is world music. It's unaccompanied in the main, although we're thinking about getting some sessions with an accompanist just to try and widen out what we're doing a bit. And we go to St Michael's Church Hall and we sing, and we have a cup of tea, and then we go to the pub, and it's all wonderful. Questionnaire, and one of the questions was, why do you come? And the reasons were very varied. Some came for the music, but most people came because they not only enjoyed the music, but they liked the social contact, and they had met people who lived near them who they had never met before. And there is something about being part of a community where you can walk down the street and you can know that you're going to meet 3 people. You're not necessarily going to be best buddies, but it's just nice to have them around. Well, we've been going for almost a year now. It's quite a big choir in some ways, 30 people. They're a very committed choir. But we're always aware that it's a community choir, and it must be a choir that's inclusive and keeps people in. So there are no additions, you just come along, and your first session is free, you don't have to pay for that. And we keep the costs as low as possible. We are desperately short of men. I don't know how we get men to come out of a cupboard. The ones we have stand alone, bravely, and produce very nice noise. But we really could do with more men, because you can get a more balanced sound and you can do different arrangements. So if you're out there and you're shy, please don't be. Come along. You can even stand in the corner for the first session and not open your mouth. But by the second session you will be opening your mouth and enjoying it. So new members are always welcome. Because we've been now going 1 year, we want to keep going for 2 years, we want to keep going for 5 years, and that is dependent on local people coming and enjoying themselves and having fun, because there are a lot of things that go on in the community which seem quite hard work. This isn't hard work at all, although you are asked to learn your words, but there are ways of getting around that. I've discovered that older ones who have difficulty remembering things. So, you know, if you're out there and you enjoy singing in the bath, just bring it a bit further, come nearer and sing it in the hall.